Good morning. This video session is on database management system subject. In this video session, we are discussing Model 3 topics. The topic covered in this video session is an introduction to JDBC from Chapter 1, Database Application Development. In this slide, we are discussing database application development. We'll see what database application development do. The database application is a program whose primary purpose is entering and retrieving information from computerized database. A database application facilitates simultaneous update queries from multiple users. With the help of a database application, we can perform many SQL operations from the multiple user. There are different kinds of applications which are available for database application development. SQL database and no SQL database. In SQL database, there are different types of SQL database are available. The first one is Microsoft SQL Server. Microsoft SQL Server is a relational database management system which is developed by Microsoft. SQL Server is commonly used for data warehousing, online transaction processing, e-commerce, website. The Microsoft market at least the different edition of Microsoft SQL Server aimed at different audience and for workloads ranging from small single machine application to large internet facing application with many concurrent users. Second type of SQL database is MySQL. MySQL is an open source relational database system. The main purpose of MySQL is for web database. It is most commonly used for e-commerce, data warehousing and logging application. Next type of SQL database is Oracle database. The Oracle database is a multi-model database management system produced and marketed by Oracle Corporation. It is a database commonly used for running online transaction process and data warehousing and mixed data workloads. Mainly the Oracle database are used for performing the operations such as IRCT reservation, payment or banking system. The next type of SQL database is Microsoft SQL database. Microsoft Cloud Database Service is based on SQL Server database technology and built on the Microsoft Windows Cloud Computing Platform. It enables organizations to store relational data in the cloud and quickly scale the size of their database as required. This type of SQL database is used when you want to perform any operation on cloud computing or you want to store any data in the cloud, then Microsoft SQL database are used. The second type of database application development is NoSQL database. The NoSQL database make use of a MongoDB. The MongoDB is an open source database which stores and indexes data in the form of collections of documents. In this way, it offers high performance in data retrieval when compared to conventional SQL database. The MongoDB provides a high performance in order to retrieve the data. Due to each data are be stored based on the index in the database. With the help of an index, we can fetch their data easily and the performance of a MongoDB is much better than the conventional SQL database. Next topic is an introduction to JDBC. JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity, which is an standard Java API or Java Application Programming Interface widely used for database independent connection between the Java programming language and wide range of database. With the help of Java API, we can make a connection between any application programming or Java application programming with the database. JDBC used to interact with various type of database such as Oracle database, Microsoft Access database, MySQL database, and SQL Server. JDBC can also be defined as the platform independent interface between a relational database and Java programming. It means we can develop a application in one system and it can be run on any other system because of platform independent interface. JDBC API consists of different classes, methods, and interfaces that are used to perform operations like connection to the database, reading the data from the database, writing the data to the database, and storing the data into the database. And we can also manipulate the data from the database with the help of different classes, method, and interface available in the JDBC API. Okay, in this video we are discussing JDBC architecture. JDBC architecture consists of two different layers. One is a JDBC API layer, another is JDBC driver API layer. We'll see how JDBC API layer works. The JDBC API layer provides the application to JDBC manager connection. The JDBC API uses a different driver manager and database specific drivers to provide transparent connection to a heterogeneous database. In this figure, we can see that there are different drivers are used: Oracle database, SQL Server database, and ODBC database source. In order to establish a connection between Java application and a database, we'll make use of a different classes, method, and interface available in the JDBC API, through which I can establish a connection to the different database with the help of its specific driver. Suppose if I develop an application and I'm making use of an Oracle database, then with the help of different classes, method, and interface available in the JDBC API, and I can establish a connection to the Oracle database by using its specific driver with the help of driver manager and corresponding classes, method, and interface available in the API, JDBC API. Next, we'll see the JDBC driver API. The JDBC driver API support the JDBC manager to driver connection. Here we can see that in the figure, the JDBC driver API, which has been established a connection to their database with the help of JDBC manager and its specific driver to a database. The JDBC driver manager ensures that the correct driver is used to access each data source. The driver manager is capable of supporting multiple concurrent drivers connected to multiple heterogeneous database. We can see in the figure the JDBC driver manager has making use of different types of driver where each driver has been connected with its specific database. It means the JDBC driver manager can support multiple heterogeneous database which can be connected with its specific driver. Okay, well, what does the Java application do? The Java application, in Java application, it can be developed using a Java applet, Swing, Servlet, JSP, which is communicated with the data source. It means I can develop any application with the help of making use of a Java applet or Swing or Servlet or JSP in order to establish a connection to the database. Once the application has been developed, then next step is we need to establish a connection to database. In order to establish a connection to the database, we need to make use of a JDBC API and driver manager. The JDBC API allows a Java program to execute different SQL statement and retrieve the result. The JDBC API supports the different classes and interface which are defined in JDBC API. And JDBC API, whereas the driver manager, which can consist of driver, connection, different classes and method. The driver manager plays an important role in JDBC architecture. It uses some database specific driver to effectively connect enterprise application to database. Means the driver manager can make use of specific driver type in order to establish a connection to their database to my Java application. Suppose I have developed an application using an servlet now and I made use of an Oracle database. Now I want to establish a connection of my application with the Oracle database. Then with the help of a driver manager and API, I will make use of its specific Oracle driver which can be connected to the Oracle database. Whereas JDBC driver is used to communicate with data source through JDBC. The JDBC driver that communicates with the respective data source. Okay, next topic is different types of JDBC driver. With the help of a JDBC driver, we can establish a connection between Java application as well as to a database. We'll see what are the different types of JDBC drivers are available in order to establish a connection with the Java application to a database. The JDBC driver are client-side adapter, which are installed on client machine, not on server. We can see a JDBC driver in any laptop or any system which is already installed. The JDBC driver that converts the request from Java program to a protocol that the DBMS can understand. The Java application program has been converted to a JDBC protocol so that can be understood by the DBMS in order to establish the connection and order to perform the specific operation on the database. To establish a connection with the Java application and the database, the different types of drivers are available. The first type of driver is the JDBC ODBC bridge driver. Second type is JDBC native API driver. Third type is network protocol driver or JDBC net pure Java. The fourth type of driver is 100% pure Java or thin driver. In detail, we'll see. In this slide, we are discussing type 1 driver, that is JDBC ODBC bridge driver. In type 1 driver, the JDBC bridge is used to access ODBC driver, that is Open Database Connectivity driver installed on each client machine. Using Open Database Connectivity or ODBC requires configure on your system a data source name that represents the target database. The data source name is nothing but the name of the database to which it has to be establish a connection between database and Java application. When Java first came out, this was a useful driver because the most database only supported ODBC access. But now this type of driver is recommended only for experimental use or when no other alternative is available. Now type 1 driver has been outdated. Whenever if you want to do any small application, then we can make use of an type 1 driver like mini project. The JDBC ODBC bridge provides JDBC API access through one or more JDBC driver. Some ODBC native code and in many cases the native based client code must be loaded on each client machine that use this type of driver. We'll see the architecture of JDBC ODBC bridge driver, how it is going to work. First, we'll develop the Java application. The Java application can be developed using servlet, JSP, Swing, Applet. Once the application has been developed, we need to establish a connection to the database. base. In order to establish a connection to the database, we'll make use of different types of driver. Here we are discussing type 1 driver, that is JDBC ODBC bridge. Once the application code has been developed, that application code has been converted to JDBC protocol, and from JDBC protocol to the ODBC protocols. In order to establish a connection with a Java application to the local DBMS or local database, will make use of an ODBC driver. Now what the ODBC driver will do means, once the JDBC call goes from JDBC ODBC bridge to the ODBC driver, then ODBC driver will make use of native database connectivity interface. With the help of a native database connectivity interface, it can establish a connection to the database. The native connectivity interface which are available in the database vendor driver. We can set the name of the data source names. Once the connection has been established to a Java application to local database with the help of an native database connectivity interface through an ODBC driver, we can perform various operations on the database. And the result are sent back through in the reverse process. Means once the connection is established to a database, then result from the database will be sent back to the Java application through an JDBC vendor driver. Then JDBC vendor driver make use of a native interface with the help of an ODBC driver. The result has been converted. Result has been sent to the JDBC ODBC bridge. Then ODBC protocol has converted back into the JDBC protocol. Again, from JDBC protocol, the result will be sent back to the application code. This is the way how the architecture is going to work. The advantage of using this type of driver is that it allows access to almost any database, since the database ODBC driver are already available in the client machine. That is the main advantage of using type 1 driver. The disadvantage of using type 1 driver is that the performance is decreased, because there are a lot of steps have been carried out between the Java application and database application. That is the JDBC call goes through the bridge to ODBC driver, then to the native database connectivity interface, then the results are sent back through a reverse process. And another disadvantage is limited Java feature sets are available and may not be suitable for large scale application. These are the three disadvantages of JDBC ODBC bridge driver. One is performance degrade, another is limited Java feature set are available and may not be suitable for large scale. As we discussed advantage and disadvantage in previous slide, once again we'll discuss what are the advantage and disadvantage of type 1 driver. The advantage of using type 1 driver is that it allows access to almost any database, since the database ODBC driver are already available in each client machine. And the disadvantage of using a type 1 driver is that the performance is degraded due to the JDBC call goes through the bridge to ODBC driver, then to the native database connectivity interface. The result are then sent back through reverse process, as we have discussed in architecture of type 1 driver. And limited Java feature set is another disadvantages and may not be suitable for large scale application. While limited Java feature set means when that Java was developed, that time this type of driver has been used. During that time, the features are not available. In this slide, we are discussing type 2 driver, that is JDBC native API driver. In type 2 driver, JDBC API calls are converted into native C or C++ API calls, which are unique to the database. These drivers are typically provided by the database vendor and used in the same manner as the JDBC ODBC bridge of type 1 driver. The vendor specific driver must be installed on each client machine. In a type 2 driver, if we change the database, we have to change the native API, as it is specific to database. They are mostly absolute now, but you may realize some speed increase with type 2 driver because it's eliminated the ODBC overhead as compared to type 1 driver. The example of type 2 driver is Oracle call interface driver. We'll see how the architecture of type 2 driver will work. First, we'll develop the Java application. The Java application can be developed using any applied, Swing, Servlet or JSP. What is the application has been developed? Then that Java application code has been converted to native API, that is C or C++ API calls. Then native API calls have been sent to the database vendor driver. The database vendor driver which has been installed on each client machine in order to establish a connection to local database. As we seen in the type 1 driver, in order to establish connection between local database to a Java application, there is a JDBC, ODBC bridge and ODBC driver. Through the ODBC driver, database vendor and local database has been established a connection. But in type 2 driver, the JDBC, ODBC bridge has been eliminated and ODBC driver has been eliminated in order to reduce the overhead of ODBC driver. Directly application program has been converted to native API. From the native API, with the help of a database vendor, it can establish a connection to the database. And the advantage of using this type of driver is first advantage is allow access to almost any database, since the database ODBC driver are available on each client machine. As we seen in the type 1 driver, the same type 2 driver is also having ODBC driver which is already available in the client machine. The second is significant better performance will be given because of elimination of ODBC JDBC bridge between Java application and the local database, and there are more Java features are available as compared with the type 1 driver. The disadvantage of using these types of driver is that the client library must be installed on your system. Okay, and type 2 driver slower performance as compared to the higher type of driver, that is type 3 and type. As we discussed the advantage and disadvantage in the previous slide, we'll discuss very clearly advantage and disadvantage of type 2 driver. The advantage for using type 2 driver as allow access to almost any database, since the database ODBC driver is readily available on each client machine. And second advantage is offer significantly better performance than the type 1 driver because of ODBC JDBC bridge has been eliminated and have a more feature as compared to the type 1 driver. And still it is a disadvantage compared to type 3 and type 4 because having the limited Java feature set. Disadvantage for using this type of driver is applicable client library must be installed, and type 2 driver shows lower performance compared to type 3 and type 4. In this slide we are discussing type 3 driver or network protocol driver. It is also called JDBC NetPure Java. In type 3 driver, three-tier approach is used to access database. The JDBC client uses standard network socket to communicate with middleware application server. The socket information is then translated by middleware application server into the call format required by the DBMS and forward to the database server. This kinds of driver is extremely flexible since it requires no code installed on the client, and single driver can actually provide access to multiple database. As seen in the architecture, the Java application code has been developed. Once the Java application code has been developed, JDBC protocol is make use of in pure Java application code, and it can establish a connection to the middleware server with the help of a socket. Whereas middleware server consists of three types of driver. We can make use of any one type of the driver in order to establish a connection. As we have discussed type 1 driver and type 2 driver, and type 4 driver will discuss it further. And in order to establish connection between communication between local computer and the middleware server, the sockets are being used, where the socket is going to translate all the middleware application server into the call format required by the DBMS. The middleware server make use of an socket information which can be converted to the call format which are required by the DBMS and forward to the database servers. server. Advantage of using a type 3 driver: allow access to almost any database since the database ODBC driver is already available. As we see in the type 1 driver, the ODBC driver is already available in each client machine and gives a better performance than JDBC, ODBC, bridge and type 2 driver. As we seen in the type 1 driver, your Java application code has been converted into the JDBC protocol, then JDBC protocol to the ODBC protocol with the help of an ODBC driver. The native interface has been used to convert to the DB and to understand the DBMS. That process has been eliminated. And in the type 2 driver, we are making use of a native code. The Java application code has to convert into the native code, that is C or C++. To make a conversion between Java application and the native code, again it takes more time. But in type 3 driver, it has been eliminated JDBC, ODBC, bridge and type and native code. Directly your application program has been make a communication to the database with the help of a middleware server. Due to this, the performance of driver 3 is better than the type 1 and type 2. And it having a large amount of Java features are available because of type 3 driver, and it is scalable and does not require applicable database client libraries, caching and advanced system administration. And disadvantage of using this type of driver is that it requires separate JDBC middleware server to translate specific native connectivity interface. As we have seen in the architecture, in order to establish connection between local application, in order to establish connection between application and the database, we are making use of a middleware server, where middleware server make use of an socket information which has been translated into the call format which are required by the DBMS, and then the translated information has been forwarded to the database server in order to fetch the process. In order to perform this operation, conversion from the middleware application server into the socket information into the middleware server, the time process will be more. That is a disadvantage of type 3. Okay, here we are discussing a type 4 driver. It is also called as 100% pure Java. In type 4 driver, the pure Java based driver communicates directly with vendor database through a socket connection. This is the highest performance driver available for the database and is usually provided by the vendor itself. This kinds of driver is extremely flexible. We don't need to install specific software on the client or a server. Further, this driver can be downloaded dynamically. We'll see the architecture of type 4 driver. Again, here Java application code has been written. Once the Java application code has been written, it is going to make use of in type 4 Java. There is no conversion is going to be carried out. Then it can directly establish a connection to the local database with the help of the socket, or it can be establish a connection to the server database with the help of a vendor specific protocol. Advantage of using type 4 driver is allow access to almost any database. In the database ODBC driver is already available. As we seen, ODBC driver is already available in each and every client machine, and it is give better performance than the type 1 driver and type 2 driver. Scalable, caching, advanced system administration, superior performance is there. Advanced Java feature set are available and does not require applicable database client libraries. The disadvantage for using this type of driver is that the database, each database require a specific driver.
Okay, for enter slide, we are referred few textbook and the web resource. The textbook are Fundamentals of Database System from Navate and Database Management System from Raghu Ramakrishna, and the few web resources we are referred, that is Geek for Geek, beginnersbooks.com, Tutorials Point, Gateway Vidyalaya and tutorialswilling.com. These are the reference which have been referred for all the explanation. Thank you.